Are we opening the kit?
Yes, we do, sir.
Alright, what's happening?
I'm just updating the lists now. So if you want to talk about Michael's whilst I'm filling in Patrick's, because we already know what Patrick's is from the vote.
Of course, right. So, Mike is playing Wedge with R2D2, Integrated Astromech, and
Wedge
Veteran
Antilles,
Instincts.
everyone's favourite.
Oh, it's so good. Poe Dameron with R5P9, Integrated Astromech, and Veteran Instincts. And Red Ace with R2D6, Veteran Instincts, and Integrated Astromech. So, 100 points even. I guess that's why he's not put auto thrusters on Poe or on Red Ace. And R2D6 to give him that VI. Which Red Ace is pilot skill 6 normally, so puts him up to 8. Which, up against the Brobots, is actually relevant. So, yeah, R2D2 on Wedge instead of Poe. R5P9 on Poe. So, he's got the regen going. And he's got a pilot skill 11, 10, and 8. So, don't see much of Wedge these days.
You do not. I mean, I ran Wedge, Wes, Luke, and Biggs in an epic game on Saturday. I did a trench run list.
Oh, nice.
I had all my alternate art cards out. I was so proud. So proud. And it destroyed them. They are amazing together. You don't see much of him in competitive play, which I think is a real shame, to be honest. His ability is really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, these days I don't get to play much, and when I do, it's often against my wife, either casual or we've been playing through a bunch of the missions. And she's
we should get to talk about the missions when we need to fill.
Yeah, I can happily do that. But yeah, she hasn't played much X-Wing, she hasn't built many squads, and some of the time I will either just build the squads for her, or other times I'll give her suggestions. And recently she did build her own squad, and she played Wedge, because, you know, especially as a new player, that ability, you can see right away that that is a great ability. The problem, of course, is that he's not particularly maneuverable himself in the T65 and has a big target on his back and can go down pretty quickly. So he's a good pilot who just can't quite make the jump to competitive play usually.
I think a lot of that is the platform of the T65 at the moment. It does kind of hold him back.
Yeah. So it's interesting to see him in round 5. And Mike is 3-1, so his list is doing the business.
It's doing work.
Yeah. And just another quick look at Patrick's list. He's playing IGB and C, who are like auto thrusters, HLCs, advanced sensors on one, fire control on the other, fire control on B, which I think makes sense, and then crack shot and glitter stem on B. So he's the offensive powerhouse, and C is the more maneuverable with the initial dampeners and advanced sensors and wired as well.
I think I'm ready to throw it over to the game now, see how bad the layout is.
So it looks like they've placed those rocks.
So Red Ace's ability is whenever he loses the first shield of the round, he gets to place an evade token on the ship. Without com relay, it's a little bit less impressive, but it adds a little bit of survivability in the late game.
Yeah, I know you're a big fan of the Red Ace, Com Relay, R2D2
Yeah,
combination.
I don't see how you can not be a fan of it. Not necessarily a big fan, but you know, unless you don't like winning.
Okay, so pretty much ready to go. Just let me know. And
Yeah, whenever you want to start the round,
Alright.
should be good. Yeah, so we are starting the timer now, guys. So good whenever you are. So again, it is a little bit. Well, I'm just going to remove the scoreboard so we can see the setup from Patrick. Plugging one side and then pushing down. Obviously, Mike is set up in the opposite side and is looking to hopefully punish that setup. That should fit on the screen a little bit better there, guys. And Patrick's out of the way now, so I'll pull the scoreboard back up. Well, what's wrong now?
I was laughing because Patrick's like staring at you with a death glare.
Yeah.
Patrick, you're totally in the way.
Could you tell me which one's color coded to which? So I see the blue and yellow dots.
Blue is for B,
Blue for B.
and the crescent moon is for C.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
that was obvious, Chris. Come on, get with it. And what about?
Are you guys actually picking up that beep? That's from when I minimise the round timer to tell me it's running in the background. It's a Windows problem that I've not turned off the notifications yet. I was going to ask that in the last round, but I forgot.
So yeah,
So,
the
if you want-
IGs have dots. There's a little blue dot on the front and a little crescent moon on.
I'm still going to label them for you
Left-hand
guys
side.
because I love you too much.
And then yeah, we're differentiating between Red Ace and Poe.
I am going to switch the colours around just because now. So I have been going red for the left hand side, but I want the blue to match a blue dot. And which one is Poe? Poe is the outside one. Okay. So I'll mark those off before we get too far.
So the interesting thing is that Mike has a lot of really nice repaints in amongst his Imperial stuff. I guess he's not got round to doing his Poe yet.
It's because he hates you guys. He did say that he hated Twitch chat and didn't think he had the guts to troll him all game long.
So this is interesting. They don't want to play with each other.
No, just taking some aggressive positioning here. It's in the cagey rounds now. I think both guys know to have any chance of making a cut, we need the win here. And MOV is going to be important, so it would not surprise me to see a cagey game.
I'm just going to keep going back and forth up our respective edges.
And that is Wedge at the back there, who I will add in now.
So I can't possibly be rooting for either guy over the other one because they're both super nice. So
Some might say too nice. What are we hiding?
I know Patrick's had a couple of second place
Forever a
tournaments.
bridesmaid.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think the regionals that I won, I bumped Mike out of the cut by one spot. So I feel bad about that too.
By bad, it means really, really happy because he did better than him.
I think it was just on MOV as well.
Oh, but it would have been better if it had gone down to strength of schedule.
Actually, back then it might have been before they brought in the MOV, so it could have been strength of schedule.
So, I'm not.
We're going to have 75 minutes of this.
At least we're gonna not have to fill too much dead air this time. No,
These are two of the top players.
You have to appreciate the KG play, in
Yeah.
honesty.
No, that's totally
As
understandable.
much as we're going to mock them for it, you have to appreciate the KG play.
Yeah.
So he's out of range for a target lock there, which he obviously declared before measuring. Takes a focus action.
Didn't want to boost in and get a free shot unanswered.
No,
2 kg.
I
It's
think
too important.
if there's a ship to do it with, it would have been Red Ace. But I suppose without a regen, he's not keen to start putting him in a bad position.
Yeah.
This would have been a nice twist to see Wes Jansen in over Wedge, to be honest. That's a nice matchup because Wes helps to wreck robots.
Always hated that Wes guy.
Yeah, he's my favourite. You know why? 'Cause it's a good shot, Jansen.
When I was a kid, before I got, scripts and like more information on books with the actual names, I thought his name was Jackson. So it was like, good shot, Jackson.
Oh, you must have been so sad.
And then I found out it was Jansen. I'm like, no good. Hate that guy now.
So, I'd like to think we're getting a little bit better with the commentary now. I feel a little bit more natural with it. I can, just ignore the game for the vast majority of the time and just talk about whatever we like now.
Especially when they're just like flying up and down the board.
So a boost is coming in now for that free evade token.
Yep.
And
Just trying to draw him in.
it definitely wants him to have to maneuver through these rocks.
Setting the trap. Yeah. Yeah, it was actually quite nice, the fact that he's forcing the rebels to come through those rocks there.
Rebel resistance combo. You can tell by the logo in the top right hand corner.
Chris put a lot of work into that. You actually don't know.
I don't think we've got any worries about any of this actually being slow play.
No.
We know exactly what's going on here. At this level of the tournament, when it's starting to get as important, you do need to make sure you're playing to the best of your ability and taking the time to make sure you get the correct engagements is how you win games.
Yeah.
I like the positioning that Mike's taking up here.
It definitely separates the men from the boys. You do find a lot of newer players will just rush straight at your opponent and then maybe get one round of decent fire, but be totally out of position afterwards.
You have to consider we're on. I think this is the 5th dial placement of the game now, and the shot has not been fired. And it's the type of game I think goes underappreciated.
And they're probably being extra cagey because you guys are watching.
Oh, there's no pressure.
No. Round 5 of the Swiss.
I mean,
Winner makes the cut. Loser goes home. No pressure.
especially for Mike. Mike has to win to be in the chance. Depending on how other results go, I'm not 100% sure if Patrick can squeak in with a loss, but I highly doubt it with this number of players. So that horrendous nausea here is just Greg trying to force his way into the store champ kit.
Gotta get those promos out.
You know that there is stuff for judges in there as well, so
There is.
just gonna say, but you know, I'm rubbish at the game, so you should give everything to me. Is there a trophy for a judge, or does that go for players?
I don't know. I think there should be one for the judge, which is me, by the way. So.
Oh, sometimes.
Alright, making lots of noise. It's like Christmas, though.
Yeah. We haven't actually opened the kit because there's a fair chance I may have just stolen everything out of it.
Sadly, it's happened before that I've opened the kits prior to the event and things have gone missing. So don't do that anymore.
Yeah, it's entirely understandable. So Patrick just contemplating his actions now. I think it's going to be able to boost or not. We'll see.
Oh, C3PO card. It smells good.
Does it smell like new? Well, the judge does get one. I think there's 33 in the pack.
That is
Yeah,
correct.
You have to count them up.
Yeah.
You can take that, it's alright. As long as I can place in top 32 at one of the two I can attend.
Yeah. I was going to say, as long as you get one, I won't feel bad about keeping this one.
We're not even watching the game anymore, guys. We're just.
There are going to be some shots.
So, IGC took the title action on Red Ace.
So, yeah, K10 for a B. It's just gone up and down and up and down. C is actually moving in now.
Takes the target lock in return. Well, this is still the final Swiss round, so we've not made the cut yet. I hope you appreciate how long of a day this is to commentate. There's a reason why Team Covenant and people don't commentate every game and cut to analysis desks.
But we do that because we're crazy.
You know, we just love you guys so much.
Have a look at these. Store Championship, Range Rulers, lovely blue colour.
The Astromex are talking. I hope that got picked up on the mic.
It's not even me this time. In fact, I should my BB-8 sounds on.
Only if it BB-8s, which he doesn't have.
Yeah. So, that KG play has forced a split pole and wedge going up the board towards B, and red,
So-
ace, and C.
Bruce is 2 shields from C. I think Patrick's going to regret not taking the focus. Shots back, so Paul looks to be. Is that Paul in arc?
I believe so. Ooh.
So just placing the results in.
So it looks like
Yeah.
2 hits.
Yeah. If you want to roll on the table, guys, it's fine. As long as you put the results in to the tray. You still have to put results in the tray. Oh. Yeah. So that was 2 shields off Paul. 1 shield off Paul.
Wow.
Spend the target lock.
Patrick's rolling my dice from Monday, apparently. So 2 hits. And
Okay, so he did not spend the target lock. He took the free reroll and then spent the target lock.
yeah, so took the ability from B to make a second attack. And then
So that was
3 hits and a crit.
yeah.
And I did not see the defense dice.
So I did not. What was the result from that? Okay, so Red Ace has just flipped all of his shields down and spent integrated astromech.
All right.
So we're just discussing what's going on here. So, what is the end result of that, guys?
To cancel the crit.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Oh.
Right. So, what was the crit?
Direct it.
So that's him gone.
I lost. I had all three.
Oh, you dealt another card underneath it. Just maybe the second
Okay.
one.
Oh, that is for your direct. Yeah, that's for my direct.
Right.
Everyone else. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, he'd placed a card underneath his direct hit.
To indicate the extra point of damage.
Yeah. Which is
Which-
technically the wrong way to do it, but if both players are happy, I'm not going to complain too much.
Yeah.
They do what they want.
If there are ways to flip crits up, that can make a difference. Plus the fact that you're drawing an extra card off the top.
Yeah, you reduce the.
But-
In fact, yeah, Mike, you have to put that bottom card back onto a deck purely because it could be a direct hit or something. Yeah. Yeah. So it's unfortunate. The obviously high stakes game. I don't exactly blame Patrick for not giving him a takesy backsy on the integrated, especially on someone as elusive as Red Ace.
It is a competitive game, so as long as you give your opponent the opportunity to make decisions like that, if they don't, then you are not obliged to go back and allow it.
Yeah. I don't think that fly casual was ever really intended to be that. I'm a big advocate of fly casual, but only in as much as, pardon my French, but don't be a dick about it. You know, as long as you're not rubbing it in that you're crushing someone and you're
Yeah.
trying to ensure that both people have a good game. That's
Yeah,
what you need.
Making sure that people are playing by the correct rules is not, you're not being a dick and not going by the fly casual rule. Because if someone's making, rules mistakes or errors like that, you want to point them out to them, but you're not obliged to kind of go back
So,
and make retro.
can you pull up integrated for us? Do you want to just hold a second, guys? Because it's been brought up that we believe you can look at the crit before you integrate it. So,
Integrated
Yeah.
pass from Mac. When you are dealt a damage card, you
so
may
because
discard.
you dealt a card face up, so you can.
You may discard
No, you
one to
can.
discard
Uh,
that damage card without
You did
resolve.
question it. It's discarded, so that card comes out of the deck, and your astromech is gone. So you asked about it at the time. So if you'd have not said anything, I wouldn't have brought it back. Yeah. So integrated was spent. I don't believe I can strike through at the moment because I'm only using Notepad.
So now, Poe and Wedge coming in on B. C and Red still dancing down there.
Yeah.
I'm just cutting up the result slips. That's what the noise is.
Okay, so that was Glitterstim popped as well. So that's on B.
Yeah.
So the use of the evade token and the other two evades keeps Patrick safe there. Now pull down run shot. Range 1. 2 hits and a crit onto B here.
And
So 1 evade. So that'll be 2 shields gone from B as well. Keeping it nice and symmetrical for the brawl bots. Doesn't like to confuse us too much.
alright, so 2 hits.
4 hits. It was just placing them in. Yeah. So this is one of those unfortunate situations where Red Ace did not get to do anything due to not having a com relay. That evade token was irrelevant. No way of getting the shields back. So it's still a dead Red Ace. I don't think it was a wrong call to make to update it. And that gives Patrick a 33-point lead.
This is on Wedge from C.
Yep.
And that looked like a whole lot of nothing. So I'm not sure, did Wedge take damage there?
Did Wedge avoid all of that, guys? Sorry. 1 hole left on Wedge. It's not a good position. R2D2 is going to have to do work. Again, I think it's the right decision there by Mike not to actually spend integrated because
No crits.
no crits,
Try and get a shield back.
but a very successful round of shooting from Patrick there.
Yeah.
I think Patrick's taken up a really positive position here, but getting to split the bots in that way, there's no real way to tie one of them down, and he should always get at least one shot. In this case, I don't think it's too bad not to have to focus the fire, but if Wedge and Poe can focus down B quickly, the game isn't over by any means.
But
Wedge will need to do work.
Yeah, I mean,
You want to get into range 1 of C somehow, and you know that B is going to be doing the flip at this point. There's a lot of open table there, so there isn't much you can do to prevent it. Okay, so C's moving first here. A little bit more aggressive than I expected. I was expecting a 1 forwards personally, but not necessarily a bad move. I'm still expecting the signals to come in from B. Patrick now contemplating the boost left. I'm expecting to see if he can block off Wedge's escape because he knows he'll have dialed in the green move. Instead, just takes a straight up evade action. And that explains the 2 instead of a 1, going for a straight K turn.
Yeah. Making sure that
He has the range 2, and
yeah.
trying to get range 3 for his defense from pole shooting.
Yeah, so
A good move by
being
Patrick.
stressed, he wants him to be further away and a less attractive option.
Yeah. Either way, I feel that Mike needs to try and focus someone down.
And it looks like it's going to be B.
Yeah, takes a boost, gets out of arc of C, and into range 1 of B. It looks to me from that angle, but he's also taken it, denied himself any shooting at all.
It's close. I think he might just have that right end edge of
If he
B.
has denied himself a shot here, it could be very costly because both guys now. C, you shoot first with at wedge. If that doesn't kill him, B gets to shoot at wedge as well.
Yeah.
Wedge takes a target lock on C there. Looks like at least 2 hit, 1 hit. Spending the target lock. Some more symbols there, just can't see what they were.
So
2 hits after all of that.
Only the 2 evade dice, but
Yeah. Token and a die result. Leaves him safe.
no damage.
Oh, no, only 1 avoided, so he does lose another shield.
Okay. So looks like there was no shot for Poe.
Yep. B popped Glitstone last turn, trying to stay safe.
So that looks pretty good. 3 hits, I think, from C on wedge. And that is the end of wedge. Didn't see the die results, but it looks like not enough. So B has a shot on Poe. Spending his target lock. Ooh. 2 hits and 2 crits. And it looks like crack shot. 2 crits go through. Integrated astromech gets spent to get rid of 1 of them. So,
Yeah.
which crit was kept?
What crit was kept, guys? Damage cut crit, okay.
We can't actually read it in the dice cam. So, Poe's in trouble. Patrick's red dice are pretty hot. And making full Taking full advantage
Give me 1
of
second,
the
guys. I'm just going to
crits.
check something. I believe I made a mistake earlier on. I believe it was inertial dampeners that was spent, not Quitterston.
Oh,
I'm just going to double check to make sure I screwed up and not the players.
well, that's a good point. If Glitterstem was spent, B should have been stressed. So we missed that. Yeah.
No, that was not my mistake. It was Quitterston that was spent.
Glitterstem was spent, which should have stressed B, which meant he should not have been able to
Yeah.
K-turn. And we both missed it. That's my bad.
You did, but it's too late now. We didn't. Glitterston stresses you.
Yeah.
It was on B
Glitterstem.
when he did the K turn.
So the the minor fix that we've done is to add an additional stress. Doesn't really help.
It doesn't help Mike now at all, no. But I honestly don't think that it would have affected the outcome of the game at this rate. I think the speed of the game would have changed, but Wedge would still be dead, and Paul would not have taken the damage. Would have been the end result.
Yeah. Shield off B.
One shield off B.
That's one problem with watching a game on a stream, is that you don't always pick up on things like that right away.
And in Greg's defence, he has been doing this for 8 hours now, I think we're at.
Maybe I should get my first Red Bull going.
Yeah. I feel that Mike can still make it pretty respectable. He should be able to get at least one more shield off both of them, hopefully, before Paul goes down.
Yeah. Bring his MOV to 50 if we can do that. But that's not going to be enough for him.
It'll solidify his space in the top 32, well into the top half. He should be in the top 20s with that, I'd imagine.
Yeah. That's a tough call. I mean, forfeit in a game on one mistake when you're ahead by a good chunk.
Such a wide margin already.
Yeah, because Wedge would have still died. B would have been facing the other way, but it would have got rid of the stress. Ho wouldn't have taken the damage. It would definitely have been better for Mike, but I'm not sure it would have been enough.
And in honesty, guys, neither of the players would have picked up on it if you all weren't so fresh on Twitch chat, so I don't think it's anything malicious at all. Knowing both guys as we do, it's not that type of game.
No. So Ho moved up.
Yeah.
Boosted.
He's trying to make sure he's either blocking or in the range one. Needs to prevent the gunner ability to kick him.
Yeah. So of course, Poe is now title skill 0.
Yep. I'll update that.
C, taking a range 1 shot. Target lock and focus.
And that's a dead Poe.
And that is a dead Poe. So, that mistake was obviously not ideal, but I don't think it would have affected the outcome of the game. Patrick definitely played very well. That very cagey opening, I think, went in his favor.
Thanks for getting the GoPro.
He got the good first engagement where Mike was forced to split his ships. So I think it was well played, and we will definitely try and get one or both of these guys over for a quick chat. Of course, that was pretty quick, so we still have just under 40 minutes left in the round. So we'll have a chat with those guys. We'll try and get some other people in, talk about some stuff. I can talk about some of the missions a bit later.
Yeah.
But I will grab one of those guys right now.
Yeah. So we're going to have it in now, and we can chat to our players and see how we feel. But it's coming towards the end of a long day, so I know that both players will feel they could have played better. Yep. So the thing you have to remember, guys, is that I'm not TO. I'm not going to go in and enforce results after a match if neither of the players call for it. It's not our place. It's not how we want to run our events. If a player is happy to resolve stuff themselves, that's for me what fly casual is all about. If you need to call a judge over, we'll come over and we will be impartial in our calls and do the best job we can. But if players are happy to make their own rulings on how it should be, so sorry. Okay, guys, so I'm going to mute my mic in a second. I'll grab the people and get them on once they've run around. It is 44 players, so it's a cut to a top 8. We do 5 rounds with a cut to top 8. Hi guys, so we're back now, joined by Mike and Patrick from that game. So, how did you think it all went? Enjoy it?
Oh yeah.
I think we were both very happy with the result.
Yes, we were both very happy with the result.
I know it's the first time you've flown that list, Mike.
Yeah, first time. Haven't flown Rebels since, well, you guys all got to watch me get beat up by Bill.
Yeah. I think we're at, last time I checked, we're at 75 viewers for today.
Nice.
So not all of these people tuned in last time.
You know.
That's a new record, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're kicking on every time. I think we held steady for Monday Night Gaming episode 2. We stayed pretty level with episode 1, despite the novelty fact having worn off. But having the, the actual proper event going, doing it all
Yeah.
day, it being a Saturday, we're pushing the boat out now. So
Cool.
thanks you guys for watching.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. And, I mean, I know Bill was on earlier. I mean, this is amazing what he and I kind of started in the back room.
Yeah.
In 2013 has turned into, what, 43? 42?
44.
44 today?
Yeah. So it's going well.
Yeah.
The crowd in Calgary is just, it's great. We've got
Yeah.
a very healthy community.
Very.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good. It's good to see. I mean, do you guys want to go into anything on the game? A very cagey start from you both. You could tell there was stuff on the line.
Yeah, I mean, my whole thought process on it is let's make Patrick work for it a little bit, and then, I saw we were both going to do the same thing, up and back, and I said let's try something, and I charged in, and it didn't work out.
No, that one asteroid
Yeah,
was
that
just
little
in the
one.
way, it
Yeah.
caused him to split his fire. He couldn't get wedge on
Both.
on C, I believe it was up there.
Yeah, if I could have got wedge around, I would have done all three straight ahead.
If you could have concentrated your shots on one,
Yeah.
I mean, you could have got some crits through.
Exactly.
But
I thought it was a really nice opening. It was good. I think that's the first game where I've actually been impressed by the play on the opening, how cagey it was. You could tell how much you both wanted to work at it. Unfortunately, I think the asteroid setup favoured the side of Patrick.
A little bit, yeah.
absolutely.
But having the war initiative in that case, let him set up, and you can't set up opposite.
Yeah.
Because you can't walk.
No, I
into
can't
that
joust.
Or take John C's. So it was a good game to watch. Obviously, we got the call picked up from Twitch chat on the integrated Astromech. So,
Yeah, which was I thank you guys for.
Yeah.
Gave me one more round of embarrassment, but hey.
That's the first time I've seen it used. So
Yeah. But it's still a relatively new thing, and I couldn't remember the wording on it. I thought it was worth checking,
Yeah.
especially because it said the difference between the call on the integrated Astromech and the call on the inertial dampener, on Glitterston, was Mike asked.
Yeah.
So I was willing to step in and make that ruling. When we all missed it until Twitch chat mentioned it, and at that point, ships have been moved and removed. It's
Yeah.
too late to go back. So
yeah,
it's an unfortunate case. I still think that Wedge was still dead. You would have had a couple more rounds of pull, so
Yeah.
there's a fair chance you could have bumped your MLV up by another 25 to 50 pounds.
Maybe.
yeah.
But I'm happy with 3 and 2 with a list like that. So.
No, I really like the list actually. Red Ace, I think, needs a comp relay,
Yeah.
but it's good. It's trying to squeeze one too many regenerators in, I think.
Well, no, the thought on it is I honestly expected to see more Fel Vader,
Yeah,
so I wanted that high initiative.
yes.
And didn't work out.
No, it's fair call. I think I like it 8, 10, 11, was it?
8, 10, 11, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. But I don't know, I'd have a play around. Maybe I was saying I would have liked Wes Johnson in that list as well.
Yeah, West. I thought about West, but I wanted the flexibility with the T70. Yeah.
It's good.
Bill is running West Jansen.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had him on in
good.
in the first or second round.
And he's
I-
triple 10, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty nice.
it was a nice list. It was a good game. I'm looking forward to editing that one and getting that one up on YouTube.
I really like that everyone's so focused on pilot skill right now.
Yeah.
Because I just don't care. Like, I can maneuver reasonably well to get, if I get enough distance, I can get you at range 3.
Yeah.
And I'm happy with that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's the two different ways of playing the game. If you're confident in your ability to line up arcs and get to roll dice at something, the power skill is pretty much irrelevant. if you want to make sure you can always shoot at what you need to, the high particle with repositioning becomes important.
Yeah.
And I feel that's where the T65 falls down, is its lack of repositioning. I honestly think anything like expert handling or engine makes them a lot better.
Yeah, I was in that one.
It swings at the points too much to be viable in this kind of environment.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I would have killed for, Wedge's ability in a T70 or engine upgrade on him, but then I'm throwing shields away. So
Yeah, well, we've got precedents now with Hera and some of the Ghost pilots jumping into 2 different ships.
it'll be fun.
If we do get to see one, I'd love to see him in something better. Fingers crossed. You
Yeah,
know?
but he'd be a senior citizen by that time. So
I don't know. Horton's not exactly young, you know.
No, that's true.
We got to see Horton as well. It's in Bill's West.
Yeah.
I have a Horton build that I think is neat, but I think it's too many points.
Yeah.
Horton with the what is it, R2D6
Yeah.
juke,
Yes.
and then Jan or somewhere else.
To put your head on.
It's as good as a crack shot
Yeah.
every turn because they have to spend the focus on the first one probably,
Yeah.
and on the second shot they have nothing left.
Yeah.
But it's just too many points for something that goes down relatively
I was-
quickly.
I was messing around with putting marksmanship onto him
Oh yeah.
because that works through the entire round.
Yeah.
So TLT gets both.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
That's very expensive. Though.
And then he's completely modified.
Yeah.
So
Where are we?
Nake decks. It's I found it was kind of a one of a kind thing. I'll look up the link as to where I got it. If you want this, I've never seen another one. As far as I know, nobody else has it.
Yeah.
what
Oh.
about this?
No.
Do you know the reference?
Yeah.
Do you?
I'm pretty sure
It's
that.
2 things. Obviously,
Yeah, I got the one. What's the second?
this is the space Lego logo from way back. Turned into an
yes, it
X-Wing.
is. Yes, it is. That's awesome.
Yeah. This was a surprise present from my wife. Excellent.
I like it.
It is also not Imperial. Is the chat. Thanks, Carl. Okay.
Jan Juke won in Nebraska.
Jan Duke, what in
Yeah.